Hey guys, and welcome! Today we're gonna take a closer look at the new Avancys LMG in Battlefield 2042 that is probably one of the best weapons right now and has a great versatility. The Avancys can be unlocked at tier 34 of the Season 2 Battle Pass, which is also the last gameplay item of the pass, and it's an entry to the LMG category. It has the exact same stats and handling as the LCMG, only that the fire rate is a bit higher, but the Avancys feels a bit more like a mix of an LMG and an assault rifle. It's the perfect weapon for mid-range, but also works pretty well on close range and hip firing, or on long range depending on the chosen setup. But especially the completely identical stats compared to the LCMG made me wonder why the Avancys feels so different and actually much better. And the answer is pretty simple. Even though the handling stats are the same as well, the LCMG has about 30% more recoil. I did this comparison with the exact same setup, of course, and that was very surprising, so you can't really tell by the stats how good a weapon actually is. And that's the same for the damage. With the Avancys, you deal 22 damage to the body and 27.5 damage to the head on a range of 30 meters, which means 4 headshots or 5 body shots for a kill and a headshot multiplier of 1.25. With the other LMGs on the other hand, you deal 22 damage to the body and 44 damage to the head on the same range. So that's 3 headshots or 5 body shots for a kill and a damage multiplier of 2. I'm not sure if this is the same as for the AM40 and the headshot multiplier is simply wrong on the Avancys and will get fixed with one of the next updates, or if this is intended, cause the Avancys seems very strong and reliable to me even though the stats are a bit different. However, if you haven't tried the weapon yet or you haven't unlocked it yet, I can highly recommend to do this. If you should have problems leveling up the Battle Pass because you don't earn enough XP, be sure to check out the video I did about this. And to easily unlock all attachments, you can simply play a few matches against AI in solo mode and you should have all of them unlocked in no time. For my preferred setup, I went with the Tactical Compensator, the LWG grip, the standard issue extended magazine and the XO Smart Optics. The Tactical Compensator increases the overall accuracy of the weapon no matter if aimed down sights or in hipfire, and that fits the Avancys really good. With all other attachments like the 2 muzzle brakes that either reduce the vertical or horizontal recoil, I always had the feeling that I missed more shots than necessary, and with the Tactical Compensator it's the other way around. Especially on range I seem to hit a lot more shots with it than without it. I know that the compensator also slightly increases the overall recoil of the weapon, but like I've shown before, the recoil of the Avancys is not so strong compared to other LMGs that it would be absolutely necessary to reduce it. At the underbarrel, the LWG grip is another addition that increases the overall accuracy, but only when moving. So if you are a more active player that moves a lot while shooting, go with this one. If you are more static, you might be better off with a Cobra grip instead. Both grips also slightly reduce the vertical recoil and also increase both the aim down sights and the hipfire accuracy. So I prefer one of these on the Avancys instead of the Rattlesnake I usually use on my weapons. As ammunition, I chose the standard issue extended magazine cause it's the most versatile ammo type, fires faster than the high power rounds and has the highest ammo capacity. And for the sight, I went with the XO Smart instead of the Fusion Holo I mostly play, cause it has a small 2x zoom, gives you additional information inside the scope like the number of bullets left in your magazine on the left side and the distance to the target on the right side, plus it has this slight blue glass that gives a very good contrast, especially when looking towards brighter areas of the map. Unfortunately, it's not available for all kinds of weapons, but whenever it is available, I love to use it. So this setup is pretty good for close and mid-range and when you like to be more active and be in the thick of the battle. If you prefer a bit more laid-back play style or you need a hard-hitting setup for more mid and long range to defend a point, go prone or mount your weapon on an obstacle, I can highly recommend to go with the extended barrel, the high power ammunition and the bipod instead. Especially the extended barrel makes the weapon a lot easier to control on range since it reduces the recoil but also the fire rate. The high power ammunition gives you more damage on range and the bipod allows you to shoot with a lot less recoil while prone or while the bipod is deployed in any other way. If you like to, you can also change the sight to something with a bit more range like the Ghost Hybrid or Target T8, but the XO works pretty good here as well. I often use this or at least parts of the setup when defending an objective or when I play as Irish with a deployable cover, but then I don't switch the ammo type since this takes forever on the LMGs, but I only switch the barrel and underbarrel attachments. This gives me a lot more stability and range already and works really good. However, these are the two setups I can recommend for the Avancys, and I hope this insight helps you to find the right setup for you as well. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.